Hi guys, with many of the bikers were aware, recently our government has announced that they are going to implement their Akta Pengangkutan Jalan 1957, or we call it the Road Transport Act 1957, where it is applicable for all the bikers that's biking in Malaysia. So today I'm going to actually share with you what type of regulations that they are going to impose and what type of compound that we are going to get if we violate the regulations. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, the first thing that we are going to talk about is what things that we need to have on our bikes. So the first thing, for our safety purpose, we need to of course have our helmets with us. So this is to ensure that when we fall down, then we will not get hurt that badly. So besides that, there's a few more accessories that we need to equip our bikes before we could go on the road. The first thing that is very important is to have the brakes. We need to have left and right, two of these working brakes that's workable. Oh yeah, by the way, I've upgraded some of the accessories for my bike. I've added one bar extender here and also two hooks for me to hook any stuff that I bought from outside. And of course, I've added a water bottle holder here. So now let's get back to the topic. First, we need to have workable brakes. And then secondly, we need to have this bell. Whether it is a mechanical bell or electrical bell, as long as it is a workable one, then it's considered a go. So besides that, we need to have a front light and also a back light for the bicycle. Most of the new bicycles has already equipped with all these 4 items besides the helmets that you need to buy separately. But if your bikes do not have all these 4, you are getting a risk to be compounded with $300 to $1,000 and also jail not more than 3 months, which is a really high risk if you do not have all this and you go on the road. Besides that, there's a few more acts that is applicable for the cyclists as well. Let me sit down and explain to you one by one. Right, before we get into the act, there's a few common regulations that we need to adhere when we are cycling on the road. The first thing is to try to cycle besides the road instead of in the middle of the road, because you'll be obstructing those other road users which has a faster speed vehicle than you. So besides that, our bikes, whether what type of bikes do you have, it's only allowed to ride on the normal roads but not on the highway. It means that most probably if you are in KL, you are only allowed to cycle in your neighborhood areas or in the nearby areas, which is not a highway. Oh yeah, there's one vehicle trend that has been in Malaysia. That's the e-scooter. There's a different types of e-scooter, whether it's on the board e-scooter or maybe those who are like a bike but there's no pedals. It is not allowed to be on the road. It will only be allowed to be used in your home roadside or the playgrounds or maybe inside the supermarket compound only. So that's something that you need to take note on. Those without pedals are not allowed on the road. Yeah. So besides that, there's 5 acts that we also need to adhere with as a biker. One is on the 42 clause 1. Okay, if you speed, you'll get a jail of 5 years or compound more than $5,000. So it's either one. And then we have the 42 clause 1. If you drive dangerously, you'll be compound between 4,000 to 10,000 or jail up to 12 months. So one more thing, you thought that drink and drive is only applicable for the motorbikes and also cars. No, it's also applicable to bikers. Any bikers who are drinking and cycling and it is caught, you'll be actually compound with the price between $1,000 to $6,000 and jail not more than 12 months. This is both together, yeah. The last but not least, they have another clause in 43C clause 6, where if you fail to provide specimens such as breath, urine and blood whenever it is requested by the government officials, you'll be compounded between 1,000 to 6,000 and jail not more than 6 months. So all these clause is also applicable for the cyclists. So please take note on all this, and please do not break the rules, because it is really costly if we break the rules, and it also actually dangerous all other road users that is using the road. So I think that's all, folks, for my short videos on the regulations that the government of Malaysia is going to implement. I hope that you find this video useful for you and your people around you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.